What's up, everyone? And this is Next Level Thinking.
What's up, everyone? It's another episode of Next Level Thinking. It's your host, as always, Chris Holmes, giving you inspiration and helping you take it to the next level. And today I have my special guest by the name of
Big Pretty.
Big Pretty. So let's go ahead and start it off so you can tell a little bit about your audience, tell the audience a little about yourself. So,
Hello, everyone. I'm Big Pretty. I developed this name by one of my friends. Her dad named me Big Pretty. That's how I got the name. And what I do right now for a living, I cater. I'm a chef
mm,
outside of my job that I work. I work for NTT Data, and what I do for them is life insurance policy. Having life insurance is very important. So, if you don't have it, I recommend that you get it. It can give you many different benefits. And outside of that, on the weekends, I do a little bit of catering. I'm always asked a vendor at different parties. That's how I met Mr. Chris here.
mhm.
That's how we met. We met at a party, and he asked me to come to the show.
Gotcha. So I want to dive a little bit more into the name first because you said a lot, but I want to go out in detail. So, Big Pretty. So, what was the inspiration behind that? Because I like the name's clever, but like go into the deeper meaning about it.
Well, Big Pretty is she comes alive at night. Um, the
She
name
comes
was
alive
actually
at
given
night.
to me. She comes alive at night. So I just once my friend's dad gave me the name. So she invited me over. Her dad was actually in her kitchen cooking, and he was like, "Who is that big pretty girl over there?" And she was like,
Okay.
"Oh, that's my friend." He said, "I'm gonna call her Big Pretty." So I've been sticking with the name ever since. I've been going by the name for about 10 years now, and I love the name. So she comes alive at night, and when I said she comes alive at night, I did a little bit in the entertainment industry in the BBW community here in H Town, Houston. Yeah, yeah.
H Town.
So um, I'm known I'm known in a BBW community. I know my name rings a bell. You know, they was like, "Oh, who you talking about, Big Pretty?" Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm known in the industry. Many
But
of y'all may know her as Mimi.
keep going. You said may know her as Mimi. Keep going.
Mimi, and she is the founder of Plush Beauty, aka right now, her company is Juicy's. Juicy's is I actually worked at Juicy's for a little while and actually started frying my chicken wings at the back of Miss Mimi's Club. So
Okay.
they call me the wing lady now. I can't find my keychain right now, but I have chicken wing. Hold on, I gotta show y'all.
She about to find a little keychain real quick.
Baby, where's my keys? Sorry,
Wait,
guys.
what the
I
fuck?
did not mean to jump off, but yeah, they call me the wing lady, so I have it on my
Okay, look at that.
keychain. I have my, you know, my little wings on there. It looks like real chicken, right?
I know, like when you were
So
dingling like
I'm
that, I
known
was
for
like, look
my
at my.
famous wings, and of course,
And one thing that I also love about like the name is like you you always smile, which is
yes,
definitely a great thing, and then you bring encouragement with it. So I really love that. and then you're
I
doing your own
do.
thing.
A lot of people say that I cook with love.
And that's how it's supposed to be. Because if you don't put
Yeah.
your foot in it and you cook with love, it ain't gonna be tasting pretty nice. It's gonna be a little nasty. And thank you for
I bet.
commenting,
I believe that
Arshia.
for sure.
Arshia said, good, beautiful people. Thank you for your support. So, like, I wanted to
Thank you
also
so
do. Yes, yes. And so what got you into cooking? So I see the chicken wing on the keychain. You got the big pretty, the smile. You represent for the
much.
BBWs and good with spirit. So what got you into this?
Okay, yes. The cooking, I started cooking about 2 years ago. It was a group of ladies that came in the club and it was like, you guys don't have no chicken wings in here. So I started with the investment of buying a fryer. And then I bought another fryer and I started buying utensils from there. And I just started selling the chicken wings in the back of the club back then. And cooking is actually therapeutic for me. That's something that I grew to learn on my own. No, I did not go to chef culinary school or anything like that. But pretty much everything that I cook, I always get very good compliments. They're always happy about the flavor. They say they could taste the love, and cooking is therapeutic and just gets me through any given situation that I'm going through. I just get in that kitchen and throw down, and that's what it is. I just love to do it. And I
Yes.
love to make people's bellies happy and full, and I just like putting y'all to sleep,
I was
pretty
just about to
much, so
say
you
that
can sleep good.
because after you eat good food like that, you're feeling pretty heavy.
And I'm sure you was when you got that plate, so you was
Hmm.
probably just tapping out by then, since you had a long
That's
drive home after that party that night.
that's exactly why I drove. I told you up front, so I'm about to leave a little bit early after this because I can feel myself getting sleepy. So with this and said and much more, I know you said like helps you overcome like
Yes.
challenges and adversity. But like tell the audience like something that you had to overcome that may be inspiring.
Something that I had to overcome is the illness that I had. I was very sick for a very long time. And today I wake up more, I feel better. But through that situation, it was very difficult to get through because I needed people and I had people in my corner to help me get through what I was going through. Just to share a little bit, I had an overgrown mass that was kept growing over the years. It came to the weight of 20 pounds, 30 centimeters. I had to get that removed within the last year in April of 23. So now it's been a year. The initial surgery cost a lot. I was worried about the medical bills afterwards.
Mhm.
But my portion was very small after that. I had great insurances and great doctor's care. My aftercare went well also. My healing process went well. I did come into some moments to where I was down and I had to realize that um, and overcome things of thoughts of, going and getting into the negative side. So I just had to remain positive and heal in my process. Um, you got to learn how to differ away from negative thoughts because it won't help you. It won't help you at all get through what you're going through, especially if it's a devastating situation. This one was a big one for me because I mean I could have lost my life. My stomach could have ruptured. What got me through, get through it, through, which is my mom and my significant other, helped me get through the situation. They visit me daily. They got me through. They prayed for me. I also use music as an inspirational tool. I just kept praying and staying positive in a process. It's hard when you're trying to get through and heal and get back to everyday life, but you have to allow that time to go through your healing process, because if you don't, and you thinking you're ready to get back out there in the free world, really you're not. And actually, that whole last year was my first year of being down the whole year, like whole year. Didn't feel good. I mean, I have gotten like really good jobs that would cause me to, leave from those jobs until I was actually ready to actually start a job again. I just gave myself time, and then I got through that initial surgery, and then, after that, I just picked everything back up around January of this year. And you just got to give yourself time, guys, like for real, for real. And you have to keep people in your circle that really care about you, and get all those negative people away from you, negative thoughts, especially when you're going through a healing process. And you have to stay strong also, because it was some moments that I really did, cry about certain things, that I'm not able, where I was feeling helpless and stuff like that. But you can't even worry about feeling helpless either. You just have to allow the people to give you the help that you really need, and they're there for you to heal you. So I just, encourage people to make sure that you're currently taking care of your health and doing what you have to do for yourself. Not that I wasn't taking care of my health. This is was something that was way beyond my control. Something that was just growing over the years. Because honestly, I thought I was just, gaining more weight, but that wasn't even the case. I was really, really sick for a long time. But now that I wake up, I feel 100% better. And I'm just glad to still be here, because I could have been not been here at all. And health is wealth. Yes, health is wealth. And it's always good to, have great health and feel good and look good. If you feel good, you look good. If you feel good and you to, just do more. And now, so I'm wanting to do more and more and more each and every day. So now I was wondering why I got placed at my job too. And it's because, insurance is important. So I'm working in the insurance market, and I love it. And I love to cook. Those are the things that I enjoy. And I'm glad I was asked by Chris to come on his show to share, my inspirational things that I had to present to you all today.
And yes, you did. You did a great job with that as well. So we got the little hands. But like, there's a lot in that, of course, of staying in a positive spirit, because a lot of people, like when they go through things, they allow the negative to dwell in their mind. And the fact that you didn't allow the situation to take your smile away, as your name Big Pretty, and keep that positive influence is very extraordinary. And then on top of that, you also mentioned about having the good support system from your partner, and then the family and friends and much more, just coming around. So that just brings the importance to have close ones in support, the mindset, and just keep going. There's nothing that you can't overcome when you put your mind to it, and then you showed that to, throughout your journey with that. Because a lot of people just dwell and just give up, but you refuse to. And then she still throws down at the chicken with love.
Yes, indeed.
So, like, with that,
Indeed.
Yes, yes.
I
And
just
so
I
go ahead. You just I what?
Oh, it's okay. I'm okay.
So ever since then,
I'm just glad to just have the smile and to be more happier than I ever been. And I'm just glad I'm not sick anymore. That's just one thing. I'm just happy about that.
that is the biggest thing. And just like Arcia said, like health is wealth. Like health is everything. You don't realize how important it is until it's gone or something is wrong going on into your body. And so that is very important. So I want to also
Mhm.
go onto this because, like, I know you said you do insurance now. Is that correct? Did you mention now you do insurance? Could you hear me?
Yes, I do. I deal with life insurance policies.
All right. So tell the
Yes.
audience, was all of this pretty much like inspiration
I
for you to start doing that to help others after going through your battle?
yes. Yes.
Go in details about that.
And I'm able to share my story, with some of my clients. I'm able to show empathy, when a client calls about their life insurance policy and how important it is to have it. I inspire others when I do talk about my story. I'm able to share it with some of my clients, and so many people be want to give me a hug or give me a virtual hug because I do it virtually, and they said, share your story because you're going to be able to inspire a lot of people and touch a lot of people with that story. So it was just a lot about it, about the part the most stressful part was the medical bills itself, not just only the healing, it was the medical bills. But as my mother told me, she was like, um, don't worry about, my real name is Jessica, y'all. So she was like, don't worry about the medical bills, Jessica. They're going to pay themselves. And then, of course, the biggest part before the even initial surgery and things is that I didn't have insurance and I needed to seek in the right direction, and then getting turned away from doctors that wasn't even able to help me. So that was the downside of everything also before I even had the surgery. So when I touch others about my story and when I share with them, they say I inspire them, to keep going.
Absolutely. And I have a question from Arcia. She mentioned when you was in that dark place, what steps did you take to come out of that?
Reconsider my thoughts and, um, you know, talk to others about it. And the person that I talked to the most was my mother in the process. But then not only that, I use music to get me through it as well. I slept. I slept a lot. So what sleeping does for you is actually it doesn't void your problems, but when you get your rest, it can allow your body to heal as it needs to, and you're not up just constantly being mind boggled about things just going on in your head, the self talk, and the thoughts, and what if questions. When you start doing that, it's time to go to sleep. It's time to lay down. because you're putting too much thought process into it. You know, you can't allow your body to heal if you're constantly going thinking all the time. You're constantly worrying about things you shouldn't be worried about. So honestly, I use the music. I talked to my mother. I prayed about it, and I also, slept. And the sleeping repaired my body. So when I would take that medicine that they gave me that I had to take, it was over maybe 20 pills that I had to take. I was on so
Whew.
much. And then asking for extra anesthesia. So I took the medicine as it was that supposed to be taken and just slept a lot, a lot. So a lot of people was like, "Are you okay?" Yes, I'm okay, but I'm going down for my nap now. And then, of course, I watched a lot of TV. There was a lot of time to actually come one with myself and learn more about myself. So I learned more about myself and developed a strong sleep pattern it to where I wasn't in thoughts to where I didn't need to be.
Keeping that positive thinking.
And I stayed in good spirit. My sister also first thing I asked her for, I said, "Can you bring me some chicken?" The couldn't have the chicken. So she was like, "You should, not eat that chicken." I say, she's like, "You'll be able to get some sleep." It was okay.
Okay, let's see.
Honestly, I had to do that because I didn't have any food.
Seems like we lost her a little bit, probably a connection issue. But like while she gets back on, like I want you to keep in mind like all the things that she was talking about, especially with the great inspiration of keeping her mind going throughout that was going on through her body. And that's very important because the mind can overcome any kind of adversity when you put your mind to it. And the importance of sleep. I know, like, especially nowadays, we like to, in this world where we have things constantly going on instantly and all the time, um, we're so quick for people to want to just put aside sleep, but sleep is very important for your mental and also your physical body as well. So make sure that you get yourself a good amount of rest along the way because rest is important. And I want you to keep this in mind for everything and then put as a habit as you go forward in your own life the importance of sleep, the mental of keeping a positive mindset, the develop of great habits, and as you listen to our story, like your story is also can be relatable in so many ways. So don't be afraid to tell your story because you never know who else can relate to it. So don't be afraid to tell your story because someone needs to hear that. Someone needs to hear that inspiration so that they can overcome and overcome that mountain. So there's many people out there from your age, little boys, little girls, and much more that need to hear that inspirational story. And I feel like a lot of times we allow doubt or fear of allowing other people to hear a story, and it's time to push past that. And that's exactly what Big Pretty, as she gets set on to come back on in a minute, I'll bring on again. We had a little tech extras, but was explained throughout the story, and that is remarkable in so many ways. So, what are some things that may you had to overcome in your life. And after hearing what she was saying as she gets prepared, what are some things that you may need to change yourself so that you can project yourself into the right pathway and getting things going? I think we can get it back on now. Let's see, and appreciate that, Jay. Salute. Big Pretty. We had a little disconnection. Can you hear me now? Unmute your mic. As she gets prepared. But it's all good. We still have a great amount of inspiration. Hold on. I think she's trying to talk. Unmute your mic. Hold on. Let me help you out. You're still muted. Hit the mic button to unmute your mic. We'll try to bring it back on in a minute. But like as she figures that out, and again, appreciate it, Jay, for the salute, is like never allow your current situation to overcome your faith or what you believe that you can achieve. And a lot of times I feel like we take a lot of things for granted, especially in today's life. We think that we have things as way bigger and things that we can't overcome, but we look at people that face, like like life illnesses, and to still have a positive attitude to keep going, that says a lot about a person. Because a lot of times when you're going through adversity like that, you can want to give up. So she's a fighter in that as well. And just to bring people up to speed, hopefully we can get a good amount of connection so she can hop back on. Big Pretty, as the nickname that they have gave her, she is a wonderful spirit. She loves to cook and she loves to give great spirit inspiration. And that's what she was telling throughout her story. As see, you're here. Let's see. Try to connect your devices so we can hear. So I can bring you back on. I got your message. Well, hopefully we can get it back on before I have to end the show. But like, just reconnect your mic or try to like with the settings so I can bring it back on because it won't allow me to otherwise. So with all this, even though we're going through tech issues, that's where we go is we just keep things going and keep it inspiring. Is what are some things that you want to overcome in your own journey, and like how is this helping you? It's like, is there some family members who have illnesses themselves that they felt like giving up? And I hope that you share this so you can inspire them to overcome and start getting going, because this is what my podcast is about, is bringing inspirational stories to help you overcome your own adversity. And people are facing bigger adversities than you think, because look, you can probably think you have the worst circumstances in the world, and then you see someone else that is facing something way worse, and to still smile. That like I said earlier, shows pretty much the character of a person. And if you think about that on a lot of different occasions, like look at any other history of just not just America, or any significant athlete or leader who has done this exact same thing, is no matter the adversity, keep the mindset and inspiration going, put a smile on their face and keep on trucking. As my grandparents were like, they go, keep on trucking. And that's what it's all about. And that inspires the people behind you to keep doing the same thing. So like some of the leaders, hopefully we can get it in. Can you hear me? Be Pretty? Try talking. Maybe the connection. You're buffering pretty bad.
So, like some of
Can you try to speak? I try to give it another opportunity to get back on. Like I said, like regardless of what kind of tech issues we're going through, there was a lot of great inspiration in the beginning of the show. But like I said, we just keep on going with it. I'm gonna try to see if we can get her back in. But like, look at some of the great leaders who have had this exact same thing, from Walt Disney, uh, Martin Luther King, your favorite athletes, and Michael Jordan, and much more, who had to keep this same thing, keep their mindset going. And it's not just the people who are just celebrity wise you see on the TVs. You can be someone in your own neighborhood or even your own family member who may have overcome something like this. Just imagine, no, I mean, just think about the people who have overcome cancer, just to get that diagnosis and just been told like this is it. And in their mind, they're saying, no, this is not the end. This will not defeat me. I am the one that's going to take control of this, and I'm going to be the one that's going to be victorious in this. And it takes you to have that kind of mindset to shift and put yourself in place so you can start moving forward to get there. And that is what this is all about. So I encourage you to shift your mindset to more of a positive or appreciation, and take these obstacles as a stepping stool to make you that much stronger, because your problems are not meant to destroy you. If anything, they are meant to define you and make your story that more relatable, so that you can inspire not only the nation but the world as well. So I want you to definitely keep that in mind. You have to keep going and pushing. And yes, I'm put this comment up. Archie, like she said, yes, I agree. You can think your way back to health. And I've had family members, friends, and even my own family have said the exact same things, that you can think yourself sick. If you believe that you are sick, your body will follow and do the exact same thing. But you can get a diagnosis and you can say, I'm not sick. This is not going to defeat me. And you can take that and you can use that as momentum. And now all of a sudden you can feel yourself getting so much better and feeling so much better. So everything is in the mind. And I'm talking to you about this, and the audience is listening to this, but I'm also talking to myself, because I'm not perfect as well. Is I have to keep telling myself, even at times when I don't feel well or I may go through my own adversity, that I can overcome this. I can push through this. There's times where I don't feel like doing things, but I'm going to push through and make things happen. And that's what you got to do each and every day in life. Life is not about just sprinting. Sometimes you got to have the pace to keep on going for the marathon, because life has so many chapters in it. And I think today, and especially now, we think life just happens overnight, when it doesn't. Everything builds on top of each other so that it can build you to get ready for the next chapter or that next phase or that next thing that you desire. And a lot of times we all wish that we can obtain all these things quick and just have to wait for it. Let's see. I think we got her in. Let's see if we can bring her back in on this. I see you hopped on the phone. This looks like the connection's a lot more better.
I did.
Yeah, I think it was this connection issue. I had to go ahead and, improvise and do my inspiration, but I was keeping them entertained and talking about your big pretty smile, your inspirational story. So you didn't lose anything. You still good.
Okay. Just trying to make sure my computer, I don't know what's wrong with it, but that's what happened.
Hey,
But I'm back now.
Hey, it's all fine. Like technical issues, or no matter what. Like I said, the show's gonna keep going. I was stalling. So I don't know if he was worried, but I was like, if we good, I'm giving you time to hop back right back on in.
Okay, I'm back, y'all.
So I think you were mentioning earlier of like I'm trying to think back because like we was just breaking up in pieces so much like of how like you were asking for chicken. I think when you were going through the medical things and resting. Yeah, finish up on that because that's when you broke up the most.
Okay. So yeah, I was put on a strict diet, but I asked for chicken and my sister was like, no, you cannot eat that right now. So later on you'll be able to get you some chicken. You need to just wait and abide by the rules. And I was crying about it because I really wanted some chicken, but even though with my health condition, I say, yeah, I had to obey my diet for a little while, differ away from fried foods and sugary drinks, soda, stuff like that. So that was very hard for me because I love food and I love good drinks and stuff like that. So had to, do away with some of those favorites and stuff like that, sweets, junk, and all of that other stuff. So, I catch myself eating more salads now and more green vegetables more than anything. As far as cooking at home, I don't do too much cooking at home. I just don't like tearing up my kitchen like that. But when I do, I really tear up that kitchen really bad. So I was like, so that just hurt my feelings, not being able to have what I, normally eat and stuff like that. So, or what I like to eat. No, chicken is not the best for a lot of us, but we don't obey and we're going to eat what we want to eat, right?
But
So,
I agree. Arcia said like something about that chicken when you healing, like for example, that chicken soup though. I'm not gonna lie, when I be sick, I be eating that chicken noodle soup.
oh yeah, that is one of my favorite go-tos when it's raining outside or it's really cold. Homemade chicken noodle soup will get you right. That broth once it get off in you, it really does some wonders. That seasoning, if you got a real bad cold, and that broth will really help you though, really for sure.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about colds right now. Now we got a couple more months, but I do understand.
Yeah, I am so glad. Like, actually, since I had that surgery, I actually don't, I haven't, I don't want to jinx myself or anything like that, but I have not been sick. People, especially like my nieces and my nephew and my sister and my mom, or anybody coughing around me, I'm like, you
Wait,
need to get away from me with that because I haven't been sick in so long. And then even the after effect, now I still feel like I'm still healing because when I cough, it hurts. So my sister was like, well, you need to probably get that checked out. And I said, well, they did a whole lot of things in my stomach and stuff like that. So they did a lot of tuggling around and stuff like that. So I'm still going to feel the after effect for a long time. I do want to embrace my scarring because my scar is a deep scar. I do share the scar with people, but I don't know. I might get a tattoo on it later. I'm not sure, but I want to embrace my scar or whatnot. I may make it a dragon or something like that. I don't know. Something because it's going to be in the middle of my stomach, so I would want it to be something really cute. I probably could do some flowers or some roses or something, but it's got to be something really cool, something really nice. So I really want a nice piece, but I have the artist in mind who I would like to do it because he's really great. So
awesome. So through all of this, what is like something that you pretty much take away from all this? From like going through the surgery, the diagnosis of like this may be life threatening, and still keeping a positive attitude? Like, what is something that you take away from all this that you want to tell the audience?
Something that I want to take away.
That you pretty much learned that you want to kind of tell the audience to remember. It can be like a life lesson that you went through going through this.
Well, no matter what you're really going through, you know, you just have to learn the ins and outs. I did learn the ins and outs of my illness, what could be the worst case scenario. So you may want to, you know, research, you know, what you're going through, so you could be, you know, prepared in the mind about, you know, what you're diagnosed with. Read about it. You know, I read about, you know, what I was going through and what could be the worst case scenario, because they came to me with it. They came to me with it. And I learned a lot about the woman body and the woman organs and things. So if I would have never got this surgery, and if I had cancer along with what I had, it was going to take all my reproductive organs. So that was one of the things that was going to be devastating to me. But as far as me learning from that, sometimes you have to learn to accept the worst case scenario in the process. I know that's a lot to deal with and a lot to process at one time. But when you're in a life and death situation, you have to make the best decision for yourself if you still want to remain here on earth.
That's real. That's definitely real. So, like, as we pretty much come to the close with all this great inspiration and much more, like, what would be like closing statement, and then, well, I say your last few words, and then how and where can they find you if they want to use your business? Because I know you do a lot of different things.
Well, my light didn't cut off on me just at this moment, but it's okay.
It's all good. She's still,
because I still have my I still have my life right now. And you're welcome. I'm glad I was able to share it with you. Some inspirational words. No matter what you're going through, just stay strong through it all and keep going, keep pushing, keep getting up, keep fighting. Listen to music, do things that you love to do. Don't miss out on anything. Spend more time with family and friends while you're here. And then how you can find me, you can find me on Instagram at chef.bigpretty33 on my Instagram. You can also ask me about my catering services on there as well. If you have a special event coming up and you would like someone to come and cook, I'm open to the opportunity for that. And also, I would like to share with everyone, I did finally get my DBA for my business. So I did get a chance to visit the courthouse last week, and I finally made it official. So I'm happy about that. And I got more to come, you know. I'm also into the bartender mixology thing. So I like to make good drinks. So especially fruity drinks, but have a little alcohol in it. Thank you so much. I just like the sneak up on you drinks though. That I just love making those concoctions. Those are my favorite. And so I'm getting into the bartender mixology type of thing, and I like to do that. And then, of course, with my cooking. So, yeah, it was a pleasure, and it was an opportunity to meet all you guys today. And thank you, Chris, for inviting me out to your show.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about as we close things out. And again, it's your host, Chris Holmes, as always, or C. Holmes, the high school nickname that I follow through my Instagram platforms. But that's what it's all about, is like inspiring and pretty much making relatable stories so you can get inspired to take it to the next level. So make sure you subscribe, share to your friends and family, and like don't forget to hit that Patreon as well. That's extra fun to help me invest in more things so I can I want to start doing live shows in front of audiences and much more. Like the more support, the more we can do to help contribute back and even more public events. It's all in the nature, but I need the support of the people.
Yes.
But like, yeah, if you have any other inspiring guests or like topics you want us to discuss or people want to bring, just don't be afraid to inbox me. But yeah, make sure you do all that. And as we come to the close, but I leave y'all with this. You have one life, so why not enjoy the precious gift of every moment? Take it every moment and never, ever lose gratitude. So I'll leave you with that. So with that said, peace. Has been nice, and I have my special guest by the name of Big Pretty. No, I'm joking. But yeah, make sure you keep subscribed and catch y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.